Hi everyone, and a huge warm welcome to the very first episode of the Dopamine Digest. I am so incredibly excited to finally be here with you. And if you're new to my world, please do go and check out my intro video. I've put the link below and it will give you the full deep dive into my background and why I'm so passionate about this work. But for the short version, I'm Jade Morrison. I'm a registered dietitian and an AuDHD clinician, which means I'm autistic and I have ADHD myself. So essentially, I live this, I breathe it, and I'm here to help you navigate it in any way that I can. So let's get into what we are here for today. We are talking about something that is often associated with deep shame, binge eating, but specifically and more importantly, why it happens so frequently in the ADHD and the AuDHD community. Our main focus today is why ADHD brains are wired to binge. We're starting here because the clinical data is staggering. Every time I read or see this statistic, it blows my mind. So individuals with ADHD are 5 times more likely to experience binge eating than neurotypical people. Now, this statistic was so staggering to me that I've given it 2 slides, and I will just say that again so that it can really sink in. So people with ADHD are 5 times more likely to experience episodes of binge eating than neurotypical people. So if you felt like you just lack willpower, I want you to really look at this chart, really take it in and process it, and tell yourself that binging is not a moral failing or a lack of willpower. It is a biological reality of having an ADHD brain. So how does this biological reality start? It starts with what I like to call the dopamine hunt. Our ADHD brains are naturally lower in dopamine, the chemical responsible for reward and regulation in the brain. When we are understimulated or stressed, our brain turns the volume up to maximum to find a hit of regulation. And food is the fastest, loudest, and most reliable source of dopamine available. So it makes sense that we would reach for food to get that dopamine boost. Then we hit what I would like to call the ADHD medication cliff. So around 5 o'clock in the evening, many ADHDers experience their medication wearing off just as their executive function battery goes offline. Our brain is effectively unplugged, and the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for logic and making rational decisions, goes completely offline. When the prefrontal cortex goes offline, you aren't choosing to binge, your brain has simply disconnected the brakes. You are in survival mode, and survival mode only cares about your immediate safety. Just for a quick pause, if this is clicking for you and you are experiencing light bulb moments, please make sure that you like this video and subscribe to the Dopamine Digest. It genuinely tells me that this content is useful, and honestly, it gives me that little dopamine nudge I need to keep creating similar content for you. So when your brain is peering over that medication cliff edge at 5 p.m. and your prefrontal cortex has gone completely offline, you hit what I like to call the perfect storm. Think about your day just for a second. So your ADHD meds have helped you to be productive and mask all day long. You've been in such a laser-focused flow that you haven't eaten a single thing all day. But now the medication is wearing off, the anxiety, the low mood, the impulsivity, and that rumination where you play the events of the day over and over, analysing them, are all careering up behind you. Combine that with a rebound, drop in blood sugar, and it essentially pushes you over the cliff edge. You aren't making a choice to binge, you are being swept up in a biological storm. Compounding this is the interoception gap. So many ADHDers have a no signal or a low signal connection between the stomach and the brain. We often don't feel hungry or full until it reaches an extreme, often resulting in physical pain. We aren't ignoring our body, we literally aren't receiving the signal until the volume is screaming loudly. By this time, all bets are off. The idea of cooking a balanced, composed meal goes right out of the window in favour of quick, easy, tasty, carb-filled sugar. As far as your brain is concerned, it is a biological emergency and is looking for the fastest fuel possible. This often leads to secrecy, so eating in the car, standing over the kitchen sink, or waiting till everyone else is asleep. But I want to reframe this for you. That car wasn't a place of lack of control, it was a place where you were trying to find regulation. Just think about it for a second. The car is small, it's enclosed, it's sensory neutral, it's a safe space. There are no demands, no one is watching you, and the mask can finally come off. For an ADHD brain that has been overstimulated and scrutinized all day, secrecy provides the biological safety required to finally process that dopamine hit, but without a side of judgment. You weren't hiding because you were bad, you were seeking a sanctuary where your nervous system could finally stop performing. You were seeking safety the only way you knew how to in that moment. And I'm hoping with this explanation, it just opens up a bit of space for understanding, and that this helps shift the story from one of shame to one of self-preservation and much needed regulation. So how do we move forward? So within my one-to-one sessions with clients, we use my framework, compassionate clinical strategy. We start with pillar 1 and building a biological scaffold. We don't try to fix your brain, we build supportive structures around it, like consistent fueling and sensory safe environments. So your heart and your health are supported, not pressured. So I think it would be really helpful to just dive into biological scaffolding a little bit more with an analogy. So I love an analogy as it helps my brain understand complex ideas. So I want you to think of a building that is being repaired. We don't expect the walls to stand perfectly on their own while the foundation of the building is being fixed. So what do? We build a scaffold structure around it to hold the weight. So in ADHD nutrition, scaffolding isn't about dieting or willpower. It's about creating external structures to support your internal gaps. And this can look like sensory scaffolding, so keeping safe foods accessible so when you actually eat, when the interoception signal is low. Executive scaffolding, so using low friction meals like pre-chopped vegetables or frozen options that are quick and easy for that 5 p.m. ADHD medication cliff. You could look at environmental scaffolding, so removing the shame of secrecy so you can eat in a way that actually regulates your nervous system. And most importantly, we work from the fundamental belief that you aren't the problem. The lack of support and strategies around you is. We build the scaffold so you can finally stop struggling and move towards functioning. So if you're ready to reframe, I've put the link in my bio and the description of how you can join the 12-week waitlist for the JLM reframe. And I will do another video delving into this program more deeply. But if you want to check it out, you can check out the link below. So as I said at the beginning, I'm Jade Morrison, registered dietitian here in the UK, and I'm an AuDHD clinician. Thanks so much for listening. I hope it's been useful, and I can't wait to see you again next week. If you're ready to start building that scaffold, I have a free emergency binge kit for you. You can grab this kit by joining the Dopamine Digest, my weekly newsletter, where I share clinical insights and new blog posts. The link is in the description below. And one last reminder to make sure you like and subscribe so you are the first to get alerts when I upload new videos and blog posts go live, but so that I also know what information is helpful and what you want more of. Thank you very much.